In this video, we're gonna find out the best way to rank up a villager's production skill. So with this testing, I've built several houses here that look exactly the same to get the same amount of mood on all the villagers. And I've also invited rank 2 production people for all the buildings. And then I've created a rank 1 workshop, rank 2 and rank 3 workshop. So the first question we're gonna answer is, do NPCs work faster in upgraded buildings? So do they work faster in the rank 2 or rank 3 workshop than they do in the rank 1 workshop? If we go into management and we go down to our workshops, we will see that we have Roche here. He's a rank 2 and he has 47% mood. And if we go into the buckets here, we can see that he makes 8.38 buckets. So if we take Dumastroy, he has the exact same stats here. He also makes 8.38. And in the workshop 3 we had Radislava, which have the same amount of moods, the same amount of skill, and she makes the same amount of buckets. So it's a no here. They work just as fast in the workshop 1 as in the workshop 3. I've also checked the kitchen, the smithy, and the sewing hut, and it's the same for all of them. So it's a no. Do NPCs level up their skill faster in an upgraded building? So if we take Roche here, he's been working for 2 days with making buckets. And if we look at him down at the craftsman here, we have Roche, we have Dumastroy, and we have Radislava. And if we look at him, he's made around 66-70%. And this is within 2 days. And he's currently working on his 3rd day. So Dumastroy is the same and Radislava is the same. So it's a no here as well. So they rank up just as fast in the workshop 2 as in the workshop 3. And I've also checked the other production buildings. It's exactly the same there. But I'm not gonna go through all of them because then this is gonna be a super long video. Which production building is the best to level up your NPC skill points? Is it a workshop, smithy, sewing hut, or kitchen? And this is a tricky one, because if we look at the next question here, which is, does crafting different items change the amount of experience gained? And there I've already said yes, it does. So if you have a person in the workshop, it does matter if he's making buckets or he's making wooden balls, for example. Because for a bucket, you will get 33% for 1 day. But for a wooden ball, you will only get 5%. So it does matter which item you make in the different type of buildings. So, and then last, we're gonna check which is the best item to produce to increase production skill for your villagers. So, if we go down to all the villagers that I've tested with, we have these 3 people that we checked before. They got 33% for the buckets. They got 60% next year around, and they had 1 full skill point the 3rd day. So I believe that this one will be around 66 here as well. But the next season, I put them into making simple torch, wooden balls, and torches. And we can see here that from the simple torch, you pretty much get no experience from that. The wooden ball, you get 5%, and the torch, you get a little bit more. I can't say if it's 6 or 7%, but it's somewhere around there. So If we go down and look at the kitchen and the pottage, you only get 5 points for the 5% towards your skill point for pottage every single day. So this, and for the kitchen, I'd say the fastest I've found in the kitchen is 10% for roasted meat and 9% for quark. It's the best ones that I've found. I haven't tested all of them, since this kitchen in general is pretty bad for this, and they will change it in the future, or I hope they would, because it's garbage compared to the other ones. So we can say that the kitchen is the worst one. And if we come to the smithy, we can see that from stone axes you get 10% every day. From iron hammers you get 8% every day. And for iron bars you get 5% every day. But now, for the best one that I've found of all the items is the stone knife. The stone knife will give you 45% towards a full skill point every single day. So if they've worked for one season, they are gonna gain 1 full point plus 40% into their skill point. So what that means is that if you find a person that is rank 3 in production, that means they have to level up 7 times to get rank 10. So that's 700%. And then we divide that by 140, which is 1 full season. And then you will end up with, within 5 seasons, this person is gonna get rank 10 in production. And stone knives are also really good for production technology, because they do make a lot of stone knives every single day, and you do get 0.6 points into production technology from doing those. So stone knives is the best one. If we go down to the sewing hut, you can see that from simple bags we get 25% every single day, or around there. So within 3 days we had around 85%. And I've also checked the wool thread, the linen thread, and the coifs. And I'd say that in the sewing hut, of all the items that I've made this testing on, it's the simple bags in the sewing hut. It's the stone knives of all the items. And in the kitchen, it's roasted meat. And in the workshop, it's buckets. So, what can we say here? Upgraded buildings, you don't really need to do it. You don't need it to level up their skill faster, because you can still have a smithy 1 and have 1 person in there. Obviously, if you have the rank 2 one, in some cases you can put 2 people in there. So it would make sense, but I wouldn't build the rank 3 ones for leveling up their skill points, because the rank 3 cost more in tax. So keep that in mind. So, which is the best item to produce to increase the skill points of the villagers? And I say it's the stone knives for now. And there was an update yesterday, and I started the testing yesterday, so I did the testing today as well to see if it was changed, and it hasn't changed at all. So we're in the version 2.0.0.9. So keep that in mind. All the testing was done in this version here. So make stone knives and have a great day. Bye bye.